Hey y'all, it's Tam Unfiltered back on the ones and twos. Okay, so this is part 2 of episode 4 because I cut it short and I forgot, like, I could really just, it doesn't have to be a short, it could be a regular video. So I'm gonna just attach a video of me working out, and you're probably gonna be like, why the hell this girl be attaching workout videos to her audios? Because that is what I do for my mental and emotional health, as well as my physical health, right? Going to the gym balances me. So if you're going to be on this journey with me on this podcast, just be prepared to see me in the gym. And some days I'm going to look happier than others, because some days I drag myself there because of discipline, not just because I wanted to go, but because I needed to get that energy up off of me, or I needed to just show up for myself. So anyways, tapping into the last episode for where I'm saying, like, don't let them. As I dropped that episode, I went to talk to my Souli, as my close friend, to just kind of tell her about, you know, the purpose behind the audio. And then I realized I had so much to tell her, so I needed to just tell y'all, right? So I wanted to say that you just got to be careful about you, right? Like, you got to be your number one advocate. You got to stand 10 toes about you, 10 toes down about you, because really, who else gonna do it for you? You may have somebody that loves you down. I'm not saying that you don't. That's your cheerleader, chairman, whatever it is. But who gonna cover for you, right? Like, I don't know if Jeezy said it. I don't know. Somebody said it. But literally, I say this to myself on a regular cadence because nobody can. Like, I do so much in my day-to-day that I have people like, hey, you really do be ripping and running. And it's so natural to me that it may not seem like anything until somebody else say it back to me, right? Until somebody else is like, what you did today? And I got to repeat it out loud. Or they be like, I don't know how you do it. And it may seem chaotic to them, but I have a routine, right? And things are necessary. I'm just going to get it done. I ain't thinking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I just know it got to get done, and I got to get it done, and that's what we going to do. So anyways, going into, don't let people puppet you, man, because they going to shift their energy and go about their lives. Misery loves company. I learned over the last few years, and I say few years, it may be 5, maybe less, that I was an empath. And so I realized why my friend circle started to get smaller, because some people, I used to talk to them and they used to offload their life, like all the negative, right? And then I'm in here with you, we on this journey in life together, and I'm trying to solution the thing that I think we need a solution to, right? You saying, here go a problem, right? So I'm a problem solver. I'm logical. So if you bring to me a problem, I'm thinking that how we gonna solve this thing, right? Now, it's different if you want me to be listening ear, because I could do that too. But I'd be like, you want me to listen, and you want me to listen to respond, right? Like, you want me to give you some advice? What we doing in this session, right? And so I be thinking that I'm coming up with a solution to help, but they don't really want that. Right? They say they want to hear your advice or whatever, and they don't want it, and then they go about their day, but now I feel heavy. And so that's that energy shift, right? Those people, if they're your friends, may not intentionally do that, but there are people that realize that you got a light on, right? Like, you know, you come in, you're a ray of sunshine, any room you enter, like, you're seen unintentionally, right? You just that person, and they may just want to water you down, right? Because they may feel like, blah, life is like, not doing this big one for them. And it may not for you either, but they just can't tell because you ain't telling your business. And then they say a thing to shift your mood, or do a thing to shift your mood, or offload they old, heavy, dark energy on you. And now your day different. We got to be mindful to protect ourselves, because who else is going to do it? And there's somebody that is watching you that really needs you to show up for you so they can show up for them, right? Like, we all got a fan, right? Or fans. And so you, in my opinion, you owe it to yourself to be your best self, to step for you. Like, you can't let somebody else dictate how you gonna step. Because why? Like, I used to be in association with somebody who used to come around heavy as hell. When I say heavy, like, the person step in a room, if you was in there skipping and lights on, it seemed like somebody came turn the lights off and it's about to rain. Like, literally used to feel that heavy. And I used to be like, yo, just don't come around if you're feeling like that, because you shift the whole house, right? Like, you shift my mood, my children mood, the dog mood. Like, it just feel like you came in here with a dark spirit. And then not for nothing that I didn't care for the person or like the person, and maybe they were genuinely going through, I don't know, but that ain't my responsibility to unpack that with them. It's not my responsibility to be in a Debbie Downer state with them because they don't want to talk through what they going through or handle what they going through, and they just okay waddling in muddy water. I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm always seeking to be in a good mood. I'm always trying to look for the light at the end of the tunnel, and because we all go through something. But I'm talking about the people that are intentionally trying to shift your mood or get a kick out of just seeing somebody else in a slum mood. And we got to be mindful of that and know that we owe ourselves to be better to ourselves to identify with that. So for me, when something is off or I just can't shake back, I even isolate myself or hibernate, I call it, so that I don't transfer my energy to anybody, because obviously there's other empaths in the world. I don't want to ever talk to a friend or individual and rather I'm sharing my circumstances or just my energy is off when I'm talking to them, and then they pick up on that and now they feel heavy when they leave from my presence, right? I need my aura to always be clean and positive. So I isolate myself until I feel better. I go in my little hibernation. I go in my room. I pray on it. And I tell my kids, it's like a public service announcement in my house. Hey, y'all, today wasn't great. I don't know. I ain't with it right now. Y'all cover for each other. I'll let you know when I'm in a better headspace. I'll come out the room. If you need something, shoot me a text. If it's emergency, obviously, you don't need to. You just come through. But let me get through this so that nobody gets it and it ain't theirs, right? Because what happens, right? If you're on edge and somebody comes say something that may be inappropriate or would usually get on your nerves, but it don't set you off, if you already in a space that anything and anybody can get it, the smallest thing is going to set you off. So I'm very conscious of who I am and how I respond to people and how I react, that I put myself in a timeout. Like, literally, that's what it is. I put myself in a timeout. Please don't touch me. And I mean hugs and any of that, because energy is transferable. That's what I believe. If you don't believe it, hey, carry on. But energy is transferable. So when I'm in a certain state of mind or mood, I don't like to be touched because I don't want to transfer that. I don't want to transfer over any negative vibes, the energy, spirits, whatever you want to call it. So I isolate. I have a 7-year-old. He is the most loving little boy. And he gonna always want to come and give me a hug and kiss and tell me he love me. So my public service announcement is, Mommy ain't in the best mood. Give me some time. You need something, ask your older brother and sister, and they got you. If you really need me, shoot me a text or whatever. Knock on the door. I'll try to align myself. And sometimes he gonna come to the door and be like, Mommy, are you okay? And if I am or not, I answer, and he be like, can I give you a hug or a kiss? And a lot of times I let him, because sometimes I just need that. That may be God sending him to, you know what I'm saying, to kind of fix me, you know, shift that mood. And sometimes if it's heavy on me, I'll tell him, no, baby, not right now. A little later, but thank you for checking on me. Mommy will be better. And sometimes I need to sit in there and cry it out, or I need to pray it out, or I need to take a nap and realign myself, reset. So that's me just sharing a little bit of my life and how I go about just maneuvering through energies and making sure that I don't let other people dictate my day and how I move, because generally I feel like if people rocking for you, they're going to be mindful how they show up around you and for you. And I owe it to myself, you owe it to yourself to make sure you're taking care of you. So the miserable people, let them stay by themselves. And once you identify that it's a thing and that's what's going on, let them go sit in the corner on their own time. Don't Don't. Because literally, like, if you have a mental breakdown, you think they're coming to help you? More than likely not. And I know we talk about narcissists and all that other stuff, and they ain't even really got to be all of that. They could just be generally effed up people or whatever, or, you know, heavy energy carrying people that don't give a damn about other people. They could be so many things, but don't make their problem your problems. And that's what it is. Like, if you're dealing with people that they just not happy, they don't want to see other people happy, right? Or you seem happier than them and they don't like it, and if they know they can set you off, they gonna do it. But again, why would you let them? And I just want to drop that and leave that with y'all. Like, why would you let another person that's not covering you for you, not paying your bills and taking care of you, do that? And even if they were, let me backtrack, even if they were taking care of you, paying your bills, they should have your best interest at hand. And if they don't, to hell with them. And that's on me. Like, 10 toes down about yourself, because you only get one you. Like, one you. Ain't no repeat. So be mindful, be careful, ride for you. All right, y'all, tap in. I think that's it for my rant today. So I'll catch y'all on the next episode.